Once, there was a stork who made the same mistake many of us make. It saw a problem coming, made a strong plan, and felt relieved. I'm safe now, it thought. But sometimes we trust a good plan so much that we stop asking one important question. What if it fails? The stork never asked. Once upon a time, in a quiet town by a wide river, a stork built its nest on a small mound of earth just outside the city gate. Every day the stork flew out, hunted fish, and came home to that safe little mound. The wind blew soft. The ground stayed dry. The stork felt proud. It believed it had chosen the perfect place. But one morning the stork grew restless. It looked at the mound and thought, "This is not high enough. I need something stronger, something taller." So the stork lifted its nest, stick by stick, and carried it to a tall stone pillar that stood by the gate of the graveyard. The pillar rose high above the ground. The stork settled there, fluffed its feathers, and closed its eyes. It felt wise. It felt safe. The old yard keeper watched the whole thing. He walked straight to Zayu, the local official,
listen
and
to me
said,
very closely now. When that bird leaves the pillar, disaster will strike. Look at the sky. The ancient storm is coming.
Zayu looked at the pillar, then
You're
at
right.
the sky.
Tell every family
nodded.
to get their boats ready. Store food. Move what they can. We will not be caught sleeping.
The town listened. Men pulled boats closer to their doors. Women packed dry clothes and rice. Children watched the sky with wide eyes. The air grew heavy. The wind changed. Then the rain came. At first it was only soft drops. Then it turned hard and cold. The river swelled. Water climbed the banks. The little mound outside the gate disappeared under the dark flood. People in their boats looked at one another and whispered, "The stork was right. Thank goodness we listened." But the rain did not stop. Day after day it poured. The river kept rising, higher, higher. The water reached the base of the graveyard gate. Then it licked the bottom of the stone pillar. Then it climbed the pillar itself. The stork stood on its nest and watched the water come closer. Its wings twitched. Its head turned left and right. There was nowhere left to go. The pillar that once felt so high now sat in the middle of a moving lake. The stork hovered above its own nest, crying out in a long, sad sound. It had nowhere else to fly. Zayu stood on higher ground, watching the bird. Rain
How sad.
ran down his face.
That stork is clever. It saw the flood coming, yet it still could not see far enough.
The water kept rising. The stork kept calling. And the people in their boats sat quiet, understanding something deeper than the storm. Sometimes one good plan works, and we feel safe too soon. We stop thinking about what could go wrong next. But even a smart plan can fail when things change. So before you depend on one solution, ask yourself, what will I do if this doesn't work? You can't prepare for everything, but one more step of thinking can save you from a much bigger problem later. Make a plan, but don't let it be your only plan. What's one time you wished you had a plan B? Share it below and subscribe for more stories with lessons worth remembering.